Alright, well, we're sort of picking this one up midstream, just because my daughter, she woke up. So we just had to make sure she was okay, and she is, and she's going back to bed, so. But, sort of give you an idea of how the turns have gone. He's basically cast Delver, natural flipped it with Daze, then has basically played Ponder, 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 Preordain, Preordain, and now he's tapped out. So this will probably be my best window here to try and win, because otherwise he's gonna untap here with a bunch of mana, which obviously is never good, especially a deck that runs counter spells. I was going to say I might be in a little bit of trouble if he double dazes that. I'm actually going to cast this. He actually has one counter spell. You know what I really should have done is I really should have just cast Gixian Probe. I thought he was on Faeries. It appears that he's on some sort of a blue aggro deck. Spectral Flight, Legionnaire, Porcelain Legionnaire, Into the Deep Hours, Dazes. So that was my mistake. Make sure 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just make sure I cast one more spell because he could actually daze the last copy. I'm sorry, that's not right. Going 9 and 10, it would do 10 and 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can't remember the last time I drew 3 grape shots naturally. That is definitely a new one for me. But, you know what, I'll take it. Kind of thinking I actually don't want to side in to empty the warrens this time. The only reason why is because he's not going to side in hindering touch, which is really the only way to stop grape shot. I feel it's just sort of a you know what, I'm going to, just because we're going to side in duresses anyway. In this case, they're pretty much always going to be good, because we can get lots of counter spells. Feel Pyroblast. don't want to side out too many. I think maybe I should just side in Pyroblasts. Well, the good thing about Duress is that he's going to counter naturally. Where he's probably going to bring in Hydroblasts and Echoing Truths. I really need to work on the sideboard and come up with an accurate sideboarding plan. It shouldn't be this difficult to figure out what I'm going to be doing each and every round. It's just been such a long time since I've played this deck. Well, yeah, this seems okay. Wish one of these was black mana. Okay, sorry about that. Take another break for a minute. Guess I should have paused the recording. So sorry about all that dead space there, but yeah, my daughter's just in that phase where she doesn't want to sleep. I was kind of wondered about Brainstorm and no shuffle effects. I mean, I guess it's good with Delver, but I was so depressed knowing that those next two cards, my next two draws, what they're going to be. I guess he is playing preordained, so he can just shuffle those to the bottom if he wants to. I would guess he's playing also Gush, which helps a little bit as far as digging a couple cards deeper. Although really what you probably want to do is actually cast Gush, then Brainstorm. Because then you get to dig 5 cards basically. I don't know if I'm stuck. So I'm on a 3-turn clock if he doesn't play anything else. Well, that was about, it's about as good as it's going to get for me. The only thing you can have is days. You can only have, well, you could have 3 dazes, I guess. Which would be very unfortunate. But double sign in blood. Yeah, I just gotta go for it. Just gotta go for it, as they say. Maybe we should have a black mana in there instead. Well, let's see how many, 7. Well, doesn't really matter. I really need to win this turn. Does have counterspell. No days. That's all we're really worried about at this point. Well, we got 1/2. Let's see. I want to use. Here's the thing: is that you always want to make sure you have double red, so that way you can cast, or a triple red, so that way you can cast Bushwhacker and Bushwhacker with Kicker. Although I guess it doesn't matter. I do have Duress, so let's go this way. Well. Sort of running out of mana here. Okay, that was good for us. Just make sure we get double red. Just make sure we get more red. Empty the warrens for a bunch of tokens. And then make sure we cast this guy with Kicker. And say good game. Alright, well, that was a little worrisome. I had to draw both Goblin Bushwhacker and Empty the Warrens in the first 19 cards or so. And really all I got there with was Gixian Probes and double, or was it triple Sign Bloods? I guess we can just take a look here real quick. Typically whenever you get the first piece, it's a 2-card combo really. Empty the Warrens, Goblin Bushwhacker, win in one turn. As soon as you get one piece, especially when it's Goblin Bushwhacker, since I'm only running 3 Goblin Bushwhackers, but I'm running 4 Empty the Warrens, my chances of drawing them are a lot better. But, any game of Magic, you have to get lucky sometimes, and I thankfully drew Empty the Warrens close to the last 3 to 4 cards that I drew, so. We did have Duress, although we actually would have died if we would have passed the turn. Say if we had drawn Goblin, or Empty the Warrens to the Goblin Bushwhacker, played a bunch of tokens, Duress, Echoing Truth, we'd actually die to the crackback from Delver, so. Well, we made the money this time, which is always good. Just one more round and hopefully a couple extra packs in our pockets. We'll see you next round.